Phil with me on the program today, and he's Nigerian, currently at Texas Tech University. Oduduru Divine, who is definitely take note of that name. He is going to be a major player in the world of track and field, big speed, and all of that. I want to welcome Oduduru Divine this morning from Lubbock, Texas. Good morning, Oduduru.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You've been making waves already. Definitely, you are now a standout athlete, a significant name that's going to be carrying the banner for Nigeria for years to come. I've said this in other conversations with other people that are in big names in the sports world and in track and field as well. I see you along the likes of a Blessing Okabari right now, who's been carrying Nigeria for almost a decade now, as far as carrying the banner, carrying the flag of a nation in the world of athletics. Now you are currently at Texas Tech University, and you're getting ready to start the season for this year. How is your training going so far? Let me start with that. How's your training going so far for this season?
Well, my training is going very, very well. Currently, I think everything is going currently very well, and the preparation has really been taking place with me and my coach and all of my teammates. We've really been working out, and so we're working, and we're also praying for God for a better season. So
Okay, all right. That's to be expected. Coming into 2019, coming from 2018, which was less of an international year, it was more or less something that you were more focused on personal development. What is your outlook on this year? What are you expecting to see for yourself this year as far as your development is concerned?
Well, my expectation is that is one thing I always try to do, and I try really putting my expectation high, and so my expectation this year is to really do much better than what I did last year. And it's a dream of every athlete to be in the World Championship stage and be also I really want to be there. I want to be in the finalists, and I'm looking forward to getting better in the World Championship, and also in my college area. I'm really looking forward of seeing how my indoor season is going to go first, and for my indoor season, then the process into the outdoor season, because my team on first meet, I'm going to be running the 300. So from there, I'm going to see how the stage is going to go. And, I really put a lot of expectation on myself because I really want to run fast. There's a year, everybody want to run fast. It's not just running to win. It's to run fast, because if you run fast, you're going to get to the standard and get to the stage you want to be. So that has been my prayer to God. I'm working out for it, and I just pray you give me an injury-free year so I can get to what I want to achieve.
Okay, that's a very great good expectations of yourself. Only thing is, do you think that you may be putting a little bit of too much pressure on yourself in terms of expectations? Because now, like I said, you seem to be getting ready to take over. I know Blessing is not done yet. I'm just saying, in this case, in terms of continuing the legacy of excellence for Nigeria, do you think you may be putting too much expectations on yourself at these early stages?
Well, I think I don't think I'm really putting pressure on myself right now, because being an athlete, you have to really expect a good result for yourself. That is what makes you an athlete. You don't position yourself in the you're not good. You have to tell yourself you're good. So I position myself in a way that I know that I've worked out. My coach, I've really worked out for it. So there's no pressure on me right now. I don't think I have a pressure. All what I just need is just go there, do what my coach always say I should do, execute, and when I execute, I'm gonna get the result. So first is get the pressure off and do what my coach asked me to do, and I believe everything is gonna be fine.
Okay. In terms of events, what are we looking at this year? The 60, the 100, the 200. What's your goal expectations in those events for this year?
Well, the 60, I made it last year to national, and I think I got to the final. And this year I'm trying to see to get my time done, get it all from the 658 down, break it down, and also the 200. I was there in the indoor, and I was second position in the indoor final. So this year, I'm really getting myself really ready to see how far I'm gonna go, because I really want to being a college athlete, you have the expectation I just don't want to be in the national run. I want to win. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm praying to God, and I and my coach and my teammates, we're working towards achieving a great goal for ourselves this year.
Okay, so we're looking at some sub 20 time for the 200 this year.
If that was what God wants, so God has the final say of how the season is gonna be. I just have to work hard and leave everything for God to have His way.
Okay, all right. So one of the things I always talk about with a lot of Nigerian athletes that I talk to, including one of your own mentors, Blessing, is that Nigeria was really the gold standard of athletics in Africa for many years, and then because of a series of issues, things kind of went south, and went downwards until we saw the rise of Blessing, and then now, of course, you coming strong on her heels. There are a number of other performers out there, but I would say in terms of the elite level, there were years back when Nigeria enjoyed global prominence in the late 80s and early 90s. Do you have any opinions on how on how you feel about why things went down, and how you would love to see Nigeria rise back to the top?
Well, talking about that, seeing Nigeria rise up to the top, one thing I try to do is I try to focus on my college career and really get my country off my mind, because a lot of stuff have really been happening. So I don't really put my country in my mind right now. I just go through my college season, and after that I just see what's going to happen, because currently things are not really going well with the way the system is right now. But I don't really have much to say, because I just believe things are going to get much better, because some years ago, when I started my career, when we have the person of Solomon Ogba as a president of the Athletics Federation, a lot of athletes are complaining, because they were like, oh, he's not good, he's this, he's that. A lot of people now is out of power, and we have a new party in the system. Things have been happening. Athletes are not going to competition, stuff like that. There's a saying that they do say. They said, when someone have egg in his hand, he thinks that the egg is meant for just the little people, because not everyone wants to eat egg in your food. But when they find out that the egg is no longer there, then they know the value of the egg in the food. So I think everyone is getting to know the value of President Solomon Ogba when he was in power. So we're really looking up to what is going to happen, because right now the federation is just there with the way the season ended last year. We're just looking me. I'm not really putting Nigeria in my. I'm not trying to get myself distracted with what is happening around there right now. I'm just trying to get my focus, because my school is taking care of me. My school is giving me all what I needed. My education is being taken care of. So I'm really really comfortable with what I'm doing here right now. So till I'm out of my college, and then I can okay, it's time. But we just leave everything up and we pray to God for a better Nigeria.
Okay, wonderful. That's a good opinion, and that's your assessment of things. Like you said, may differ from some other people who may have complained or who have a different opinion about things. But definitely, you're an elite athlete. Let's put it out there. You're an elite athlete at this stage. You're not just a basic performer. Your personal best records, and right now I would say you're the top sprinter for Nigeria, regardless. And the focus on your collegiate career is a great focus, and I would say for you and for many other, and like you said, focusing on your own personal development. Let your personal development be something that other people can pick inspiration out of, right? Yeah. So let the people in the political sphere sort themselves out. You just focus on what you can do and do for yourself, and eventually, subsequently, for Nigeria. The next year, we'll talk about the World Athletics Championships in Doha, Qatar, because like I say, those are there's two big events this coming up: the World Athletics Championships, and then the Olympic Games. What are you looking at in terms of expectations for yourself for Tokyo 2020?
Well, talking about Tokyo 2020, I think I'm really trying my best to see how 2020 is gonna go, because how I always say, I'm working out, I'm doing my best. I'm working out to make sure I get everything right, do the right things, and at the right time. And one thing I believe, becoming a great athlete, you have to listen to your coach, and you have to be respectful to your coach. So, and I believe that's the process to my greatness. And talking about Tokyo 2020, is last Olympics, I go to the semifinal, and in Tokyo 2020, I'm really, really praying and hoping to God to get to the final and, if possible, get the medal at the Olympics.
Amen.
That is my.
Amen to that. Amen to that. That's a big expectation, but it's not impossible with the level of performance that I have seen you perform at, and your trajectory of growth. I think it's just a matter of saying yes, it will happen, and like you say, God willing, it will happen. Being a medalist in Tokyo. Now, you've mostly focused on the 200 for most of your career. You have really not put too much premium on the 100 yet. Can you explain why is that so far at this stage?
I would say, before I came to the state for my education, I'm a kind of an athlete that I just believe I'm just thinking I'm just good in the 200. I feel more comfortable running the 200, so I don't really get more attention when I'm really running the 100. But I'm so happy when I came to the States and I'm starting to work with my coach Rob Singh. He has really changed my mentality a lot. He has really changed a lot of things about my running and my techniques, and he has made me to understand the fact that I can run fast in the 200 and I can run fast in the 100. So last year you saw the progression on the 100 and the 200. So I just think this year I'm gonna see how the 100 is gonna go. It's not I'm not running the 100. I'm running the 100 and the 200. But for some time before I came, I don't really focus on the 100. But currently now, I'm really trying to make sure I get everything right and get myself in the 100 or so.
Okay. Yeah. The reason. Well, it's been a minute. It's been a while since Nigeria has had some really significant sub 10 and sub 20 sprinters. We've had Aguero, Ogeni, who's been a staple for sprinters in Nigeria for quite a while, alongside with Blessing, and then of course we have the Ogunlewe, who's also a very good sprinter as well. But the thing is that we have.